เกินทุกคำนะเรารู้ได้คำเดียวหรอกนะต้องตัดแยกให้เด็กพูดเลย
แสดงว่ามีแต่คนมีแต่
มันยากทุกเรื่องแบบสัตว์คนที่มันยากชนะไอ้นี่ยังยากเลยไอ้นี้เนี่ยแต่เราหลักไม่ใช่ไอ้ที่วางๆอ่ะอันนี้คนเนี่ยแต่สนุกแต่ว่ามันยากมากเปิดเลยทุกคำก็เปิดเลยทุกคำเปิดแต่ก็เปิดเนี่ยนะไม่ยอมไม่เปิดแล้วว่ามันจะไม่เปิดแล้วเองก็เปิดนะเราเก่งแล้วมั่นใจเขาบอกว่าแต่ดีเพื่อนเขาอ่านแล้วเขาเล่าให้เราฟังย่อๆเรามีเคสขอบคุณแล้วอ่านยังไงเดี๋ยวไปเอาทุกคำอ่านรวมๆแล้วแบบด่า
It looks like it's a strong opinion for Slumdog Millionaire over Good Earth.
Maybe easier.
Yeah, it's a strong opinion. So I guess we'll switch over to the Slumdog Millionaire because I think that reading that story will accomplish the same goals that I had by reading The Good Earth. Okay, and also we have some multiple copies of that. So the class spoke. Let me, somebody help me and we'll go get some copies of that real quickly. Who wants to help me? Let's see. Yeah, I think these are all 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This should be enough. This should be enough.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're fine.
Distribute.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you, thank you.
I need to borrow or to borrow?
This enough.
Teacher, will this borrow or have to buy? We are borrow this book or
You mean like take it home?
we can look or buy it.
I don't know what the rules are here. I think, let me check on that tonight, okay?
Check teacher.
I'll check with Brother John, and then I'll see him at lunch today, and if he says that you can take these home, then tomorrow, well not, because we won't be here tomorrow. Tomorrow's a...
No, I said don't be back. Okay.
No, someone want to read beforehand. Someone teacher is interesting. Someone want to read beforehand.
Yeah. Today I'll collect them. I'll ask him at lunch, and then when we meet on Wednesday, whatever he says, that's what we can do. Okay? So, has anybody been to India before? Has anybody traveled to India? Have you? Yeah, you have before, I know.
Not India, Kashmir, Shaibullah,
Yeah, so you were in north central and northwest India. Yeah, India is like the USA, a very, very large, piece of land. This story takes place in Mumbai, which is on the southwest coast. And Mumbai is one of those cities, and there are many like this all over the world, where there's a great deal of wealth concentrated in very few people, but also a great many people living in very, very desperate poverty. Do you know what I mean by desperate poverty? You know what poverty is? Poverty?
ถามไม่รู้ไม่รู้ที่มาไม่รู้ก็ถามเลย
ความวิชา
Poverty, poor, very, very,
ไม่ได้กลัวหรอก
very, very substandard living conditions, living in shacks, not enough to eat, homeless people living on the streets. That's poverty. Poverty. And then slums are regions, areas in the city where there are people living in poverty. Unsanitary conditions, garbage in the streets, the children without schools. So in Mumbai, Mumbai has a region of slums where many, many people are living in poverty. And really, every big city in the world, has slums. There are slums in Beijing, there are slums in Phnom Penh, there are slums, in Sydney, Australia. But Mumbai, probably the slums are more prevalent than elsewhere. So the main character of this story comes from the slums. He is a young man who was raised in the slums. And that figures very prominently into the story. We need to kind of know that ahead of time when we start the story. And also to sort of set the stage, he's a young man who won this contest. Quiz show, but things are not going so well for him now. So we'll start on page 10, where the story starts. Okay. I'm going to read the first two paragraphs because, and the reason I like to read every so often is that I want you to hear the way I pronounce the words, okay? And also, I want you to practice listening and comprehending what the story says from just me reading it. Now, you can read along with the words, but concentrate mostly on how I pronounce the words so that we can work on our accent. I will start on page 10 where it says, cheat. Notice there's an exclamation point here. Exclamation point? What does that mean? It doesn't mean cheat, it means cheat. And there's an exclamation to it. So we're trying to emphasize that this young man has cheated. It's not just cheat, it's cheat. There's emphasis to it. There's pain coming from every part of my body. I'm hanging from a wooden beam in a large room. My hands are tied to the beam with rope, and my feet are a meter above the floor. Inspector Godboll has been hitting me for more than an hour. Earlier, he pushed my head into some water and held it there. I nearly drowned. Who's speaking here? Who's speaking? That whoever is being tortured is the one who is speaking in the story. We call that the narrator. The narrator, the person who tells the story. Now he's holding a pen and a piece of paper in front of me. The words on the paper say. So let's just start with you, Kat, where it says, I, Ram, Muhammad Thomas. And then you read there first, would you?
Who will win a billion, and I will not take my prize or any other prize. I'm very sorry.
Okay, so the person who's doing the torturing is trying to make the person telling the story to sign a statement admitting that he cheated. Go ahead and continue for one more paragraph, Kat.
Inspector Goodbow wants me to sign my name on the paper. It is not true. I did not cheat on the show, but the television company cannot afford to pay me $1 billion rupees.
Okay, very good. Now let's see if there are any words here that we need to work on. Beam. Do you know what a beam is? A wooden beam? It's like a piece of wood or metal that runs across the top of a room, you know, that holds the walls in place. And you can hang things. So this man is being suspended. Yeah, there's a picture there. He's been suspended from the beam. I think all of the other words you should know. Are there any words here that we need help with? I think we're okay. Okay, so then where it says the pain is terrible, would you start now for us? The pain is terrible.
It's terrible. I cannot stand much more of it. Suddenly, I hear